I've never tried this before. Are you ready, guys? Can I do it while I'm in selfie mode? I don't know if like anything interesting happens or not. Hey gang, welcome back to the Pooping Evolved server for some more Ark Survival Evolved. Thank you for joining me once again, everybody. I have a bunch of random and interesting and goofy stuff to do with you guys today, so stay tuned for that. So to start off with, speaking of random and goofy, I have a little something I want to test. I tested this on my most recent live stream, but I think I have it working now. So actually, before I do that, let me show you. I've got a bunch of paints in my inventory. I think I could probably do this better, but this is my first hopefully successful test. So I'm going to start painting this billboard. I'm going to go load paints from this type, and I have a test here. It says needed resources, and if you don't have enough of something, it'll mention in the missing resources down here. The percentages don't really make sense to me because it was like missing resources 0% of brick and forest, and then I made the brick and forest paints, and then it shows up here and there's still 0%. So I don't know. But anyway, let me select this. Yes! So loading painting, and I think you guys can probably tell already what's going on. I don't know why it needs all these paints, but look at that. Beautiful. And then close, and then it should work. Nice. Oh, so it applies on top of whatever's on the billboard already. Interesting. Because I'd just been playing around and I ended up putting some yellow on the back. Look at that. This is going to become very important in the future. You shall see why. Alright, awesome. I'm very glad that that worked out well. Cool. So there is a little program. It seemed like there was actually a number of programs you can find if you just kind of search for Ark custom painting or something like that. You can find a bunch of different stuff. I think there's even like on survive-ark.net or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but there's like a web tool you can use. I'm using a program I downloaded, and you can upload your own pictures to those programs, and then they will convert them into a format that you can upload to Ark through your Steam files, and then you can paint stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Now, also board and wall related, I want to start here kind of on the first main flat wall I have in my tunnel. I want to start a patron wall. You guys have probably heard me talk about Patreon a little bit recently. It's basically Kickstarter for video makers, and lots of other content as well. But I have had a Patreon campaign going for a number of years now, and I want to kind of commemorate the people that have been sticking by me via Patreon for a long time now. So I'm going to start off with half of my patrons now, starting with the longest patron I have, and that's Volchatko. She is amazing. She's been with me for years, and I wish I could make that bigger. I could always play around with this. I was thinking of having some custom paintings and doing those instead. I might still do that, but this will at least get me started. And then next up we have Teo, who I've recently named a dinosaur after. And then over here, hello, thank you. We've got Pippin, who I also named a dino after. And Robert is the next longest supporter I have on Patreon. And then next after him is Severe. So thank you very much, you guys. I will add on the remaining patrons I have later on in another episode, but I wanted to do a little something to commemorate them. If you guys have a cool idea of a better way to present the names, let me know. I'm thinking a custom painting could fit into that equation. But yeah, I'll add more on later. And if you guys are interested, you can check out links in my description for my Patreon page and see if that is something that you'd be interested in doing. It's always very much appreciated. And we're about halfway to the the Patreon goal of opening up an Ark server for us all to play on together. So go check that out if you are interested. Ooh, look at all them eggs. I actually don't need any more dodo eggs currently. Oh, this thing's like as big as I am. Amazing. Anyway, okay, so that's a couple of the goofy things I wanted to do. We also have a couple dinos to name. First, let's name our Rex. Where are you? Our unnamed Rex. We have Wifey here, we have Eater of Worlds, and then is it you over here? The male Rex? Hold on. They're all getting jumbled up. No, this is Eater of Worlds. Oh my gosh. When something wanders in that wants to fight and then it gets munched by all these guys, everyone just gets crushed together. Is it? It's you. Okay, finally. God. So, I was calling him Mr. Man in my video, and apparently I have a subscriber whose username is Mr. Man. So he's like, hey, could you actually name him after me? And he asked to name him Gus, so I'm assuming that's Mr. Man's actual name. So there you have it. Boom. Gus. I thought that was fitting, and it looks like Gus even has a level. So this guy isn't as strong, so I'm not going to make him be a fighter. I'm going to make him be a tank. We're going to get so much health in this little guy. Amazing. Oh, look at that. He's already bloody. Sorry, Gus. Awesome. And then we also have the Stego. Now, this comment wasn't specifically asking to have the dino named after them, but they used such a hilarious dad joke, I had to go with it. So, the joke is a two-liner. It goes like this. Hey, do you know that Stego? No, I've never met her before. Get it? Herbivore. Herbivore. Get it? So that user that commented that was Shadelin Greystorm, which, oop, that's not how you spell gray. Greystorm, which that alone is a really cool name. Shadelin Greystorm. I had a lot of people comment for getting their name on one of these dinos, and I will definitely continue to do this type of thing in the future. Thank you very much to everyone. Whoo-wee! To everyone who participated in that, but obviously I can't pick everybody. But we'll get to more of you next time we have dinos to name. But thank you very much, Mr. Man and Shadelin Greystorm, for participating as well. Okay, so let's run over here. What do I want to talk about next? Oh, let's also talk about the question of the day. Oh, that didn't need to go in there. From last time, I was asking if you guys prefer tacos or pizza, just because I felt like it. No reason in particular. And there is this one response that just totally caught me off guard. It comes from Thomas the Great Gamer, and he said, I've never tried a taco before. I got that from a lot of you guys. Never tried a taco before, but I prefer them because anything is better than pizza. Thomas. Seriously, Thomas? Look into my eyes. You can seriously tell me that anything is better than pizza? Seriously, dude? Wow. I love pizza. Like, what kind of pizza have you been eating? I don't even get it. Holy cow. So I thought that was pretty funny. And a lot of you have never had tacos. I suppose other parts of the world may not be familiar with taco or may not have them available, but man, I feel bad for you guys. Now look at this. Look at this beautiful bird. On my last live stream, my Cthulhu Tuesday live stream, I do them every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, we perfect tamed this RG. Oh man, so it was level 224 after the tame, I believe. I bumped a couple levels into him. We're going to be using him some more today. And actually I need to get... Did I get the saddle? No, I did not. Give me that head wig. And he's named JF Maniac after a subscriber, a viewer, a participant. JF Maniac dropped a crazy donation on that live stream that helped me get a second monitor that I've been wanting so very, very much. And we were going to name this little guy Pigwidgeon after another bird from Harry Potter, in keeping with the theme. but I thought it was fitting, and a number of viewers on the stream thought it was fitting to name the bird after JF Maniac for his extremely gracious and generous gift donation. So thank you very much, JF Maniac. I've thanked you a number of times now, but thank you very much yet again. So actually, let's go ahead and hop onto JF Maniac here. Let me show you the stats real quick. Nothing crazy amazing to start with. I do love the stamina though. Like, he's gonna be able to go forever. Interesting. He's actually dropping just sitting here. I didn't realize they did that. I never paid attention. Food is really high. Weight is so-so. But we're gonna be bumping, as we do, melee damage and health, and then after that, probably movement speed. I don't know that, and maybe a little bit of weight. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But I need to go get some prime meat for kind of the last major thing I want to do for this episode. And I want to level this guy up a little bit because the PvP day is fast approaching, guys. Fast approaching. So I want to try to get a few more dinos up to snuff. And this RG hopefully will be on that list. Hey! You have prime meat in you. Give me what you have inside. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a prime meat pop? That would be so disgusting. A meat pop. That's an old Tootsie Pop advertisement if you didn't know. You little kids out there. JK, I love y'all. Alright, so that's 5 prime. That's definitely not enough, so we need to keep going. And we got a level. Boom! Yeah, so like I was saying, we perfect tamed this RG. It was, as you can imagine with me, it was a derp fest. You could probably still go watch the video on my Twitch channel if you want to. It's twitch.tv/CthulhuToo. Those videos stay up for a couple weeks, I think, before Twitch deletes them. So I found this guy pretty quick. Like, I definitely wanted to perfect tame an RG, and I was hoping it was a male so that we could breed it up with Hedwig. And I found him pretty quick. It was like amazing. The 150 male I was looking for. I never find 150s when I'm looking for them, of anything, especially bears. But found him, knocked him out pretty easily because I have a really good... Where do you think you're going? I have a really good crossbow, and I was doing it on foot, just kiting him around and stuff. Had a pretty good time of it. Wasn't anything too terrible. And I've got all the kibble on me that I need. I think it was 6 of the stego egg kibble. And we're sitting there, waiting for him to eat, waiting for him to tame. A freaking saber-tooth comes out of nowhere. Like, I was on Queso, my Quetzal, and I had cleared the area of every living thing, or so I thought. Out of flippin' nowhere comes this saber-tooth and starts munching on my RG. Wrecks my tame. It drops it down to like 30% taming efficiency. So I was like, well, crap. I was about to kill it and start over. And thankfully, I had smart people watching my stream, and they're like, no. Force feed it some food, get it fully healed up, and then let it wake up and re-tame it. That took forever. I normally stream for 2 hours on those Tuesday nights. I streamed for 4 hours that night to get the freaking tame done, because I wanted this bird so bad. I had to pump so much stimulant and stimberry into that guy to wake him up, or this guy I should say, because he's got higher torpor now after the tame. I think he had like 6,000 torpor or something. So I had to wake him up, knock him out again, and then I built this big spike wall around him after he knocked out the second time to protect him, and I even kept my Quetzal flying above him to keep him extra safe. And this time, the second time, I waited for it to starve out, dropped all the food in it that it needed, boom, perfect tame. Feels good, man. .jpg. So finally made it happen. Feels really good, and we've got a nice bird to mate with Hedwig now. Awesome. Alright, so what do we have for levels here? Let's dump some more melee in there. Ooh, almost up to that 1,000 melee already. This bird is going to be a beast. Now, for the last thing I want to do today, I need to get this prime meat cooking up. It's going to take me a little while because I need a good amount of it, and I don't have an industrial grill. I do have the industrial cooker, but I don't believe it cooks meat. I think you can only cook meat in the fire pit or the industrial grill. So I'm going to get that cooking, and I'll bring you guys back in once that is ready. Oh my goodness, this is taking forever. I'm just about done though. And I realized I answered the question, or I brought up the question of the day from last episode, but I never asked the question of the day for this episode. So it is going to be, what are you scared of the most? I know we're getting deep, right? It's been like goofy food related questions until recently. What are you scared of the most? It could be like a legitimate phobia. It could just be something that creeps you out. Whatever it is, I'm curious to hear about it. For me, I think it would have to be like super deep water. We're talking like the deepest, darkest ocean, like the Mariana Trench or something like that. It's just like, it's hard to describe. Like, I don't have a general fear of water. I think it's the fear of the unknown. I'm also fascinated, though, with deep water, like deep ocean stuff, all the creepy crawly critters that live in the deep ocean. I don't know, it's just super creepy. It freaks me out. The thought of, like, swimming in the open ocean, like, out in the middle of the ocean, with all this deep water under you, and you just have no idea what's down there, super freaks me out. I don't know. So what is it for you guys? I'm really curious to hear. Now, today, the final thing I want to do with you guys, we gonna get a mind wipe. That's right, I am so sick of not having Engram points. Look at this. I have 16 left. There are still things that I want to have, that I want to learn and be able to make, and I can't do it. And I'm almost max level, and I'm not going to have many more levels or many more Engram points coming my way. So we're gonna toss in 24 cooked prime meat here. I even found the recipe. I know I don't need it, but I thought it was kind of fitting. And this should be, according to the wiki, this should be what I need. I needed 200 mejo berries, so I have a little bit extra in case they spoiled while I was working. And then, of course, derp, I need some fuel. Let's just grab the wood I have in here. That was the one. Oh, and I need the water. I've got water on me. Almost forgetted. Hello? Jump, please. Thank you. That should be it. Let's light the fire and see what happens. Now, I've taken a screenshot of where my player stats are at right now, because I'm pretty happy with those, actually. I put a couple in oxygen, because people have told me that having a higher oxygen makes you swim faster, so that's pretty nice. I don't need it for the oxygen level itself. I bumped a bunch into weight. That's really helpful. Melee damage is okay, but I don't like do melee combat all that often. My movement speed is nice. My fortitude is pretty okay. And I like having some levels in crafting speed. I had never really messed around with that before, but I have found that I do like it. So I think I'm more or less going to keep my stats the same. I'm really nervous that this isn't right. I mean, it's not a huge deal if it's not. I'm looking at the wiki. It says 24 cooked prime meat, 200 mejo, 72 narco, 72 stim, 20 rare mushroom, and 20 rare flower. It happened! Hot diggity dang, it happened. Alright, put out fire. Spoils in a long time. Drink this tonic to forget everything you have learned. Resets your Engram points. That's funny, it only says Engram points, but it resets your levels too. And it's going to put me back to level 1, but I'm still going to have all of my XP, so I'll just be able to level up again right away. I've never tried this before. Are you ready, guys? Can I do it while I'm in selfie mode? I don't know if like anything interesting happens or not. The lighting is horrible in this cave. Holy crap. Let's reposition. Is that going to work? That's better. All right, can I hotkey 5 while I'm in selfie mode? Okay. That was anticlimactic. I thought we were gonna go on like some crazy drug trip or something. I don't know. So let's see. I'm level 1! I'm such a noob! And look at this. I don't have any engrams. Wow, that's crazy. That is so crazy. Oh, requires level 2, that's right, so I have to get all my levels back in, actually. Okay, well, actually, I have the screenshot up on the side, so I liked having my health high-ish. I put it up to 200, and then my stamina I didn't really bump much into, because it wasn't that much of an issue. Actually, I guess I only had one level in it. I was at 110. I'll put one more in there, how about? We'll make it 120, I'll put one in oxygen. Food and water, obviously, I didn't touch. Weight, I had up to 250. I want to make sure I don't overclick here. Boop. Melee damage, I had 165. I'll do 160 for now. And see if I feel like dumping more into it later. Move speed, I had at 140. That was really nice. So we're going to bump that up back to where it was. Fortitude, I had up to 34. I don't know if that's overdoing it or not, but I really... Oh, it's 36 now. Whoops. And then some crafting speed, because you have to make stuff so often in this game. Oh, look at that. Over 2,000 Engram points. Yes. So there were a lot of things I had learned before that I kind of needed for starting out, but I definitely don't need anymore. And I've gotten a lot of blueprints as well, so hopefully I won't have to relearn a lot of things. There's a ton of saddles that I'm never gonna bother learning. Like, I might do a dunk eventually, who knows? But like the spider saddle, I'll never need. Ankylo saddle, I already have a saddle, so hopefully, like, unless he dies, I'll never need to learn that again. So there's definitely things I can save points on. I'm not going to go all the way through and learn all this stuff on camera, because you guys would probably find that boring, because I'm going to be hemming and hawing, picking and choosing, and all that jazz. But next time you see me, I will have most of those 2,000 Engram points. Well, hopefully not most. Maybe like half of those distributed into things I really want. Well, that was cool. I've never tried playing around with that Mindwipe Tonic before. It's really not too bad to make. It's mostly just getting the prime meat. But now that I have all my points back, I might learn the industrial grill for some easier cooking, because that's really going to come in handy with making kibble, getting a lot of meat cooked up so I can turn it into the jerky and stuff like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of random, little bit of everything episode. Next time you see me, it might be PvP time. I don't know. It's coming up really, really soon. I don't know if I'll have another episode out before the PvP stuff airs or not. So stay tuned, keep an eye on the channel. Exciting things will be coming up, and an exciting new series is in the not too distant future. Totally different game, but a really cool game, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Actually, scratch that, 2 new series coming up that we're going to be trying out. So I hope you guys give those a try and let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys again next time for some more Pooping Evolved. I pooped.